Aldi, the beloved discount grocery chain, is facing a new phenomenon: empty shelves. Shoppers across the country are reporting a scarcity of essential items from pantry staples to fresh produce. This sudden shortage has sparked concern and a sense of unease among consumers. The reasons behind Aldi's dwindling inventory are complex and multifaceted. One primary driver stands out: the relentless surge of inflation. As prices for everyday goods climb, consumers are feeling the pinch in their wallets. This shift in consumer behavior is putting immense pressure on Aldi's already lean supply chains, leading to shortages and stockouts. The empty shelves at Aldi are a visible symptom of a much larger issue: the erosion of purchasing power and the growing struggle to afford basic necessities. Inflation, once a distant economic concept, has become an unwelcome reality for Americans across all income levels. The cost of everything from groceries and gasoline to housing and healthcare is skyrocketing. In late 2024, grocery prices are experiencing some of the steepest increases. The Consumer Price Index has been steadily rising, reaching levels not seen in decades. This surge in prices is driven by supply chain disruptions, increased demand, and global economic uncertainty. The COVID-19 pandemic exposed vulnerabilities in global supply chains, leading to shortages and delays. Adding to the complexity is the ongoing war in Ukraine, which has disrupted global energy markets. The rising cost of living is eroding the purchasing power of wages, leaving many feeling like they are working harder but falling further behind. The impact of inflation is not confined to low-income households. Middle-class and even affluent Americans are feeling the pinch, forcing them to reevaluate their spending habits. This phenomenon, known as trading down, is evident in the growing number of shoppers from all income levels flocking to discount retailers like Aldi. In the past, Aldi was primarily perceived as a grocery store for budget-conscious shoppers. However, the current economic climate has shattered that stereotype. Today, Aldi's parking lots are filled with a diverse mix of cars, from modest sedans to luxury SUVs. For many affluent shoppers, shopping at Aldi is a necessity, not a choice. They are being priced out of their usual grocery stores, where prices for even basic items have become exorbitant. This trend of trading down has significant implications for both consumers and retailers. Economists and industry experts warn that inflation is likely to persist and potentially worsen in the coming months. They point to a variety of factors that are contributing to this troubling trend, including ongoing supply chain issues and geopolitical tensions. Supply chain disruptions show no signs of abating, and the ongoing war in Ukraine continues to inject uncertainty into global markets. These disruptions are causing delays and shortages, which in turn drive up prices for everyday goods. These factors, combined with strong consumer demand, are creating a recipe for sustained price increases. Consumers are feeling the pinch as they navigate crowded grocery store aisles, filling their carts with increasingly expensive items. The Federal Reserve has been aggressively raising interest rates to cool down the economy and curb inflation. Despite these efforts, the impact has been limited, and inflation remains stubbornly high. However, these measures are having a limited impact so far, and there are growing concerns that the Fed's actions could trigger a recession. This potential downturn could lead to even more economic hardship for consumers. A recession would further exacerbate the economic pain felt by consumers, leading to job losses and reduced spending. People are already cutting back on non-essential purchases, and a recession could make this trend even more pronounced. The International Monetary Fund has also issued warnings about the risks of persistent inflation. They emphasize that the global economy is at a critical juncture, and coordinated efforts are needed to address these challenges. The consensus among experts is that the current inflationary environment is not transitory, but rather a structural shift with lasting consequences. This means that consumers and businesses alike will need to adapt to a new normal of higher prices and economic uncertainty. The empty shelves at Aldi reflect a pattern of scarcity that is becoming increasingly prevalent in grocery stores across the country. This phenomenon is not isolated to one region but is being observed nationwide, affecting both urban and rural areas alike. Certain categories of products are particularly hard hit, with shoppers reporting difficulty finding essential items. Basic necessities like bread, pasta, and canned goods are often missing from the shelves, leaving consumers frustrated and concerned. One of the most noticeable shortages is in the meat aisle. Shelves that once overflowed with a variety of meats now stand nearly empty, with only a few packages left. The price of meat has skyrocketed, driven by rising feed costs, labor shortages, and increased demand. Consumers are feeling the pinch as they try to balance their budgets with these inflated prices. This has led to a surge in the price of beef, pork, and poultry, making it unaffordable for many families. The impact is particularly severe for those on fixed incomes or with large households to feed. Another area experiencing significant shortages is the dairy aisle. Milk, cheese, and yogurt are becoming harder to find, and when they are available, they come with a hefty price tag. The price of milk, cheese, and other dairy products has been steadily climbing, fueled by rising input costs for dairy farmers. These costs include feed, fuel, and labor, all of which have seen significant increases. The ongoing drought in many parts of the country has further exacerbated the situation. Water shortages have led to reduced crop yields, impacting the availability of both dairy and produce. Fresh fruits and vegetables are becoming increasingly expensive and difficult to find. The combination of drought and supply chain disruptions has made it challenging for stores to keep these items in stock. Shoppers are finding themselves with fewer options and higher prices when it comes to fresh produce. This scarcity is forcing many to reconsider their shopping habits and look for alternative sources of nutrition. Aldi's business model, built on efficiency, low prices, and a limited selection of private label products, has been both a blessing and a curse. The company has carved out a niche by offering quality products at unbeatable prices, attracting a loyal customer base. While the company's lean operations and focus on value have enabled it to keep prices relatively low, they have also made it more vulnerable to shortages. This vulnerability becomes particularly evident during times of economic uncertainty or global supply chain disruptions. Aldi's reliance on a limited number of suppliers and its practice of ordering in bulk can backfire when supply chains are disrupted. This can lead to empty shelves and disappointed customers, which can tarnish the brand's reputation for reliability. Despite these challenges, Aldi is taking steps to mitigate the impact of inflation and supply chain disruptions. The company is implementing new strategies to ensure that its stores remain well-stocked and that customers can find the products they need. The company is working closely with its suppliers to secure inventory and explore alternative sourcing options. By diversifying its supplier base, Aldi aims to reduce its dependency on any single source and improve its resilience against future disruptions. It is also adjusting its pricing strategy, albeit cautiously, to reflect the rising cost of goods. This delicate balance is crucial to maintaining customer trust and loyalty, as shoppers are highly sensitive to price changes. Aldi is walking a tightrope, trying to balance its commitment to affordability with the need to ensure product availability. The company understands that maintaining this balance is key to its long-term success and customer satisfaction. The company's ability to keep its shelves stocked and its prices low will be closely watched by consumers and competitors alike. As Aldi navigates these challenges, its strategies and outcomes will serve as a benchmark for the retail industry. The empty shelves at Aldi and the broader phenomenon of rising prices are forcing consumers to adapt their shopping habits. From changing where they shop to what they buy, consumers are making significant adjustments. One of the most common adaptations is a renewed focus on bargain hunting. Consumers are becoming more price-sensitive, diligently comparing prices across different stores and brands. They are also taking advantage of coupons, discounts, and loyalty programs to maximize their savings. Another trend is a shift towards less expensive food options. Consumers are cutting back on meat, opting for more affordable protein sources like beans, lentils, and eggs. Meal planning and reducing food waste have also become essential strategies for stretching grocery budgets. The current economic climate has forced consumers to become more resourceful and resilient. The empty shelves at Aldi are a potent symbol of the broader economic anxieties gripping the nation. The scarcity of essential goods has become a stark reminder of the fragility of our interconnected world. The COVID-19 pandemic exposed the vulnerabilities of global supply chains. The war in Ukraine has further exacerbated these vulnerabilities, highlighting the interconnectedness of global markets. The current economic climate has also brought into sharp focus the issue of income inequality. The rising cost of food, housing, and healthcare is pushing many families to the brink. The empty shelves at Aldi are a call to action for policymakers, businesses, and individuals to work together to create a more equitable and resilient society. The road ahead remains uncertain. Inflation shows no signs of abating, and its impact on consumers and the economy is likely to be felt for years to come. The empty shelves at Aldi serve as a stark reminder of the challenges we face. Consumers will need to continue to adapt their shopping habits, prioritizing value and seeking out affordable alternatives. Businesses will need to find innovative ways to manage rising input costs and optimize their supply chains. Policymakers have a crucial role to play in addressing the root causes of inflation and providing a safety net for those most affected. The empty shelves at Aldi are a wake-up call, urging us to confront the economic realities of our time. By embracing adaptability, resilience, and a commitment to collective action, we can navigate the challenges ahead and emerge from this crisis stronger than before.